Elon Musk. That is the man. And before I go ahead and talk more, or before I really jump right on into him, I am jumping away from my normal. Jump right on into him. I am jumping away from I. Sorry, got a little bit distracted there. I am jumping away from my normal programming that I've been doing, that I've been experimenting with it for the past couple of years, been trying different things there, and I'm still going to go ahead and follow that route. But if I'm going to be posting more often, I need to stay on top of what is current. And this is definitely all for self-improvement, and it is relative. Relative to you, relative to me, relative to everyone that we know. Elon Musk, this man is a beast. Let me tell you, he walks in just the other day with a sink, and the sense of humor that he has is let that sink in. And that right there has been all over the news, and I'm sure you have seen it already. But here is what Elon has posted, and this is what is relative. Relative to you and me is the letter that he had given out, that he had released, and he wrote it to the advertisers, but in a way it's also a declaration. And this declaration really means a lot, and it opens the questions to where is he going to be going with it. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Before I do jump on in there, if you do like my channel, like the things that I cover, like the things that I talk about, and the issues I bring on up, please go ahead and show your support. You can do that by sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I broadcast live on YouTube, and I'm doing this on Twitch, and I'm seeing how things work on Twitch. I'm going to be testing out different platforms on this, and open up the wide variety of audiences. And there's one more platform I'm going to be looking at. Another way that you can go ahead and support the channel is by actually going to anchor.fm/intopursuit. I like to thank Spotify for making this even possible. And so you can go ahead and message me directly on there, listen to other podcasts that I have published here, and even show some support, additional support as well. You can even show your support by going to intopursuit.com and seeing the history, and soon I will be having more options on there for you to even look at. But I'm done. Let's go ahead and jump right into the story there, the main segment of the story. Elon Musk, his acquisition of Twitter, he just bought it. It is final. It is a done deal. That man is now officially, what is written here on the website, Chief Quit. The man is ridiculous, but he's funny. I find a sense of humor entertaining. But here's a letter that he has written to advertisers. I look at it more of a declaration, and I'm gonna read this here with you. I wanted to reach out personally to share my motivation in acquiring Twitter. There has been much speculation about why I bought Twitter and what I think about advertising. Most of it has been wrong. The reason I acquired Twitter is because it is important to the future of civilization to have a common digital town square, where a wide range of beliefs can be debated in a healthy manner without resorting to violence. There is currently a great danger that social media will splinter into far right wing and far left wing echo chambers that generate more hate and divide our society. This right here is true, and he says that, let's see here, there is currently a great danger that social media will splinter into far right wing and far left wing echo chambers. It's not a matter of will. This is happening now, and this has been happening, and it began to happen when number 45 was in office. Whether you agree with Donald Trump or not, that doesn't matter. Freedom of speech was attacked then, and it's still being attacked today. And social media has been putting down the hammer on right-wing people and barely touched on the left. There's a lot of hypocrisy going on here. But this is actually important right here because he does say that if we split off our social media platforms, it creates a divide. It is a great divide. We already have our news media bombarding us with their own viewpoints, and they use keywords that inflame us, and they put emotion behind their words that tell you how to think and how to feel, and you react off of that. We need to see past that thing. We need to see past what the media manipulation is doing to us. And by social media siding with one side and not the other, and they're showing clear biases, they're also painting that emotion to you and delivering these messages out here. There needs to be mixed messages. There needs to be that freedom of speech. Whether you agree with people or not, whether if you're right wing, left wing, whether if you're a liberal or whether if you're a conservative, I see the views from both ends. And hence why I take some sides on one issues and I take some sides on the other issues. All right, to continue on, Elon Musk goes on to say, in the relentless pursuit of clicks, which is true, much of traditional media has fueled and catered to those polarized extremes as they believe that is what brings in money. But in doing so, the opportunity for dialogue is lost. I like to touch on this here too. This isn't a complete letter here, but this brought me back to my college years and when social media was just kicking off and brand new news companies was launching as well. And these guys, when they started off, they used a variety of different tactics of clickbait. They did it by headlines, which we still do see, but something that I saw most of the time, and I saw it more from the conservative end, and it was very troubling. And can't say that it wasn't pleasing to the eyes, but guys, these new news agencies would use sexualized imagery for clickbait. And that started to happen more and more, and I started to see that on my social media feeds more and more, to where I went and approached one of the guys. And I just said, hey, you need to stop posting pictures like this. I know what you're trying to do to get clicks, but you are, for one, sexualizing women. Two, I got family and friends on here. I don't want them to see what I follow as far as news stories. Three, I like what you have, but I'm going to stop following you because you are publishing these inappropriate pictures right here in order to get that clickbait. And the guy tried to come on back and talk to me. And he just says, well, yeah, we're trying to do that right there. We're trying to grow as a business and make these excuses. I said, that's no excuse. If you want to do news, be news. Don't be the porn industry. And he did it one more time. I stopped following them. I will tell you this, there was a public reaction on top of that too, because usually people on those feeds with comments right there, they'll go ahead and give their input with the stories. But when I raised that issue up, people started to echo that same concern that I did. One comment right after the other, displaying their disgust for that news organization of what they have been trying to do, and that they were tired as well of the perversion that they were trying to do in order to get, or trying to promote in order to get clicks. Pictures were not matching up with the story with what these guys were doing. Now, that was then, this is now. Now when we read headlines, they are still clickbait, and it is made to draw emotion, to create some kind of emotion out of you, and most of all, with what the news media is doing, is causing anger. Social media is playing a role in this, in causing anger. There is psychology behind it where people do play off of that, and we need to take control of that. All right, on to the next one. That is why I bought Twitter. I didn't do it because it would be easy. I didn't do it to make more money. I did it to try to help humanity, whom I love. And I do so with humility, recognizing that failure in pursuing this goal despite our best efforts, is a very real possibility. That said, Twitter obviously cannot become a free-for-all hellscape. So he does acknowledges that there is still danger out here. That there is still danger, that there's still people who do promote dangerous things on there. I can name one group for an example, Al-Qaeda. There's other organizations that actually go out and murder people across the world, and they use Twitter as a central platform and social media things, but they have not really been hammered on. Okay, but anyways, that said, Twitter obviously cannot become a free-for-all hellscape where anything can be said with no consequences. In addition, so that first line right there is concerning because it makes me think, what does this mean for free speech? Is he going to be bringing free speech back? All the conservatives that have been attacked and been kicked off. Now, I'm not talking about the extremists. I'm talking about even your moderate conservatives, or even your little bit off to the right conservatives that has been kicked off of these platforms. What does this mean for them? Will they be brought back? Or are those restrictions going to still be in place? If those restrictions are still in place, then we don't really have free speech right here. But Elon Musk is declaring free speech here. In addition, to adhering to the laws of the land, our platform must be warm and welcoming to all, where you can choose your desired experience according to your preferences, just as you can choose, for an example, to see movies or play video games ranging from all ages to mature. Okay, so we get a little bit of hope here as to what kind of variety he wants to bring in here. I also very much believe that advertising, when done right, can delight, entertain, and inform you. It can show you a service or product or medical treatment that you never knew existed, but is right for you. For this to be true, it is essential to show Twitter users advertising that is as relevant as possible to their needs. Low relevancy ads are spam. This is true. I run pay-per-click advertising, and this is absolutely true. I have my own concerns about how redundant and how spammy ads are. Especially, I use smart targeting right there. I'm going to finish the sentences off. Low relevancy ads are spam, but high relevant ads are actual content. And I have seen companies rise up, advertising companies that have put humor in commercials, and I've actually watched an entire 4-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute commercials because they were so entertaining, and we're getting those now. So Elon is making a point right here. Is he going to revolutionize how advertising is done on the platforms? One of my biggest complaints here about the spammy ads is that once when you go and buy a product, you get these ads for Amazon and they haunt you everywhere on the internet. But it reminds you, it's like, hey, you've looked at this product. You're reminded about that product. It's like, hey, here's some other products that are just like that. So you're reminded about these other products right there. All these similarities. And then right there, you buy the product at last. And after you buy it, guess what you still see? Hey, here's some other similar products. Hey, here's that same product that you just bought. But you don't need anymore. You don't even need any similar products like it because you already have what you got. You either like it or you don't, but you have it. And you're still haunted by these ads. That's my biggest complaint. So what can these companies do? You already bought it. Let's change up the ads. Let's do something different. And they still don't have that down. I'm hoping that this can change that. Fundamentally, Twitter aspires to be the most respected advertising platform in the world that strengthens your brands and grows your enterprise. To everyone who has partnered with us, I thank you. Let us build something extraordinary together. When I look at Twitter as one of the echo chambers of mostly one-sided, and I see People either being booed off or their views suddenly went from a lot to suddenly nothing or just barely a few. I hope that Twitter can be better. Right now, I've always viewed as Twitter as being the news media echo chamber where people feed off of each other and go ahead and throw things on out there. I mean, look at me. I'm turning to Twitter to deliver this news, but this is significant. This is significant for anyone who wants to be able to create social awareness of anything. And so this is exciting. And we will wait to see what's in store, what the chief twit, Elon Musk, has for Twitter. Don't forget to check out anchor.fm/IntoPursuit for more podcasts, or even IntoPursuit.com. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And share this video as well. Thank you.